It's nighttime in the big city. A stray dog's eyes glow in a dark alleyway. Tex Carbone unlocks Studio B. It's Theme Time Radio Hour with your host, Bob Dylan.
Well, it's time for Theme Time Radio Hour, and all of you should grab your partners and find your corners, because today it's our dance party. As Mata Hari once said, the dance is a poem, of which each movement is a word, and we have an hour's worth of poetry that you can dance to, whether it be the pony or Watusi, the jerk, mashed potato, line dancing, electric slide, break dancing, slam dancing, the lambada, the macarena, the chicken dance, the crumpling, the round, the rondelle, or the samba. So I hope you're wearing comfortable shoes, because we're going to gut a rug for the next hour. Only one song we could start with. Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, with their Call to Arms, Dancing in the Street. That was Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, Dancing in the Street. Keith Richards has said that this song inspired the Rolling Stones' classic Satisfaction. Martha was the A&R secretary at Motown, and she was supposed to sing the lyrics to new songs so backup singers could learn them. She impressed the Motown executives and was given her own recording contract. Here's a song that'll make you feel like you were born in a barn. This one's by Roy Hogshead, called Let's Go Dancing. Sing us a song, Roy.
Hey, let's go dancing.
Let's go dancing.
Meet me at 9.
Meet me at 9.
You bring your honey.
You bring your honey.
I'll bring mine.
I'll bring mine.
You buy the chaser.
You buy the chaser.
I'll buy the gin.
I'll buy the gin.
We'll throw a party.
We'll throw a party.
That ain't a sin.
That ain't a sin.
We're gonna kiss till 12.
Kiss till 12.
We're gonna drink till 1.
Drink till 1.
We're gonna dance till 2.
Dance till 2.
Well, it's Saturday night, so let's have fun. Hey, let's go dancing. dancing.
Let's go dancing.
Meet me at 9.
Meet me at 9.
You bring your honey.
You bring your honey.
I'll bring mine.
I'll bring mine. Let's go dancing.
Meet me at 9.
Meet me at 9.
You bring your honey.
You bring your honey.
I'll bring mine.
I'll bring mine.
You buy the chaser.
You buy the chaser.
I'll buy the gin.
I'll buy the gin.
We'll throw a party.
We'll throw a party.
That ain't a sin.
That ain't a sin.
We're gonna kiss till 12.
Kiss till 12.
We're gonna drink till 1.
Drink till 1.
We're gonna dance till 2.
Dance till 2.
I bet it's Saturday night, so let's have fun. Hey, let's go dancing.
Let's go dancing.
Meet me at 9.
Meet me at 9.
You bring your honey.
You bring your honey.
I'll bring mine.
I'll bring mine.
That was Roy Hogshead and his Rainbow Riders Trio. Let's go dancing. He was dancing all night. Let's go both sheets to the wind. Knock back a couple and cut a rug. Get plowed and do the limbo.
Baby, you want to dance?
Yes, I do, but not with you.
Almost nobody dances sober unless they happen to be insane. H.P. Lovecraft. From Forest Hills, Queens, the Ramones. From their album Rocket to Russia. Doing the Punked Out, Bobby Freeman classic, asking the immortal question, do you want to dance? Do you want a buck and wing? Do you want a bolero? Do you want a conga? Or do you just want a foxtrot?
Do you want to stand there and hold my hand? Tell me, baby, if you're the man. Oh, baby, do you want to dance? Do you want to dance under the moonlight? Screaming, baby, all through the night. Oh, baby, do you want to dance? Do you want to dance? Do you want to dance? Do you want to dance?
Do you want to dance? Do you want to dance under the moonlight? Squeeze and kiss me all through the night. Oh, baby, do you want to dance? Do you want to do the Watusi, the pony, and the hand jive? Joey Ramone, along with Johnny, Dee Dee, and Tommy, all brothers from different mothers. They were an influential early punk band, and some people say they invented the form of pop punk. To those who might not be familiar with the term punk, whippersnapper, ankle biter, runt, gutter snipe, jackanape, whelp, squirt, urchin, snot-nose, or more commonly, punk. Do you want to dance? The Ramones on Theme Time Radio Hour Dance Party.
When Jack asks for a non-program dance, he has a special way of asking.
Look mighty pretty tonight.
Thank you.
Can I have the next dance, please?
I'd love to.
Didn't I see you in
Smooth, isn't he?
From down in Baytown, Texas, on the Delphi record label, the Bobby Fuller 4. He's probably best known for recording I Fought the Law. Bobby was found dead at age 23 outside of his Los Angeles apartment building. He was covered with gasoline, and gasoline was found in his lungs. Somehow the L.A. coroner ruled it a suicide, though few people agreed. Let Her Dance. Bobby Fuller, One Heavy Cat.
Well, there she goes with a brand new love affair, dancing with him like she don't even care. Well, let her dance with him, let her dance all night long. Well, do you know me just yesterday? She danced with me the very same way. Well, let her dance with him, let her dance all night long. Someone else will be dancing with me. Then let her dance with him, let her dance all night long. Well, let her dance with him all night long. Let her dance to our favorite song. Let her dance with him, let her dance all night long.
That was the Bobby Fuller 4, a song called Let Her Dance. One of the dances you can let her do is the bolero. This is a Spanish dance with sudden pauses and sharp turns. You can let her do the cakewalk. That's when you're prancing with a backward tilt. You can let her cha-cha, that fast rhythmic ballroom dance. How about letting her conga, that Afro-Congan dance performed by a group in a single line? You can let her dance the farruca, that Spanish gypsy dance with sudden tempo and mood changes. You can let her dance the hora, a circle dance. You can let her dance the hula, a sinuous Polynesian dance with rhythmic hip movements. You can let her dance the jitterbug, that jazz dance featuring vigorous acrobatic feats. Or you can let her dance the mambo, that Cuban ballroom dance resembling the rumba. Speaking of dancing, I love talking to Twyla Tharp. I wish you could do it. Tell you what, here's what she had to say about the very thing we're talking about tonight.
The stuff that makes you want to dance, sometimes it'll be a melody, sometimes there's a kind of optimism in a melody that'll make you want to go. A lot of the time it's percussive, it's the rhythmic, it's the beat, whether it's the power of the beat, thonk, 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 or whether it's a ba-dink, 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 or ba-ba-da-donk. baba ba dog type thing. You just can't sit still, man.
Introducing the Sloppy Joe, a brand new dance. From Libby's, the people who make Sloppy Joes. Just heat and eat. And swing to the beat. Nothing like it anywhere. Get beef or pork. What do kids think of it?
Man, it's the sloppiest.
This next song can eat your heart out. This is Anita O'Day doing a Rogers and Hart song, all about taxi dancers, 10 cents a dance. In this song, she was one of those lady teachers, a beautiful hostess, you know, the kind the palace features, for only a dime a throw. Fighters and sailors and bow-legged tailors can pay for their ticket and rent me. Taxi dancers were dance hostesses at dance saloons and dance halls. Some of them would be teachers, but mostly they would supply women for lonely men to dance with. Taxi?
10 cents a dance, that's what they pay me. Gosh, how they weigh me down. 10 cents a dance, fancies and rough guys, tough guys who tear my gun. 7 to midnight I hear drums, loudly the saxophone blows. Trumpets are tearing my eardrums, customers crush my toes. Sometimes I think I found my hero, but it's a queer romance. All that you need is a ticket. Come on, big boy, 10 cents a day. Fighters and sailors and bow-legged tailors can pay for their tickets and rent me. Butchers and barbers and rats from the harbors, a sweetheart my good luck has sent me. 7 to midnight I hear drums, loudly the saxophone blows. Trumpets are tearing my eardrums, customers crush my toes. Sometimes I think I found my hero, but it's a weird romance. All that you need is a ticket. Come on, big boy, 10 cents a day.
That was Anita O'Day with her song about taxi dancers. There was a girl who danced in the city that night, that April 22nd, all along the Charles River. It was as if 100 men were watching. Or do I mean the 100 eyes of God? The yellow patches in the sycamores glowed like miniature flashlights. The shadows, the skin of them, were ice cubes that flashed. From the red dress to the roof, mile by mile along the Charles River she danced, past the benches of lovers, past the dogs pissing on the benches. She had a red, red dress, and there was a small rain, and she lifted her face to it and thought it part of the river. And cars and trucks went by on Memorial Drive, and the Harvard students in their brick-hollowed houses studied Sappho in cement rooms. And this Sappho danced on the grass, and danced and danced and danced. It was a dance death. The Lars Anderson Bridge wore its lights, and many cars went by, and few students strolling under their coupe umbrellas, and a black man who asked the Sappho the time as if her watch spoke. Words were turning into grease, and she said, "Why do you lie to me?" And the waters of the Charles were beautiful, sticking out in many colored tongues, and this strange Sappho knew she would enter the lights, and be lit by them and sink into them, and how the end would come. It had been foretold to her. She would aspirate, swallowing a fish, going down with God's first creature, dancing all the way. The Red Dance. Anne Sexton, deaf Bostonian poet.
And 1, 2, 3, we have rock step with a cha-cha-cha.
Here's another great dance track on Theme Time Radio Hour called My Baby Don't Dance to Nothing But Ernest Tubb, and I thought the guy singing was Ernest Tubb, but it turns out it's Junior Brown in his early days.
I got a gal that's mighty peculiar. She got a funny state of mind. Though she likes all kinds of singers, she'll only dance to just one kind. She likes to hear Hank moan the blues, or Bob Will's Faded Love. But my baby don't dance to nothing but Ernest Tubb. I wonder why in tarnation she got such a strange fixation. She won't ever dance with me unless it's a song by Old E.T. I guess waltzing across Texas must be in her blood. 'Cause my baby don't dance to nothing but Ernest Tubb. Dancing, but I just don't know what for. 'Cause all she ever dances to is a Texas troubadour. My friends don't understand it, how I ever fell in love with a gal that don't dance to nothing but Ernest Tubb. I wonder why in tarnation she got such a strange fixation. The reason if I could learn it, why she only danced to Ernest. I guess waltzing across Texas must be in her blood. 'Cause my baby don't dance to nothing but Ernest Tubb. No, my baby don't dance to nothing but Ernest Tubb.
From Junior Brown's 1993 album called 12 Shades of Brown, My Baby Don't Dance to Nothing But Ernest Tubb. I only wish I knew a girl like that. Junior remembers watching Ernest Tubb on TV when he was young, and always being a big fan of his. Later on, he met Ernest Tubb, and Ernest Tubb gave me some good advice. Keep it country, son. That's what E.T. said to him. I got a friend who's learning how to become a ballerina. She's improving by leaps and bounds. This next record's called Dance the Slurp, and it was put out by 7-Eleven to promote their Slurpees. DJ Shadow and Cut Chemist use it as the basic rhythm track for their dance mix called Brain Freeze. People talk about the obscurity of my songs. Oh yeah? Give a listen to this. You get brain freeze when cold stuff touches the roof of your mouth. It sets off a nerve reaction that causes the blood vessels in your brain to swell. When they swell, you get a headache. 7-Eleven customers sip and slurp 11.6 million Slurpee beverages every month. Let's get it going. .7-Eleven sells close to 100 million fresh grilled hot dogs every year. The 32-ounce Big Gulp was introduced in 1980, but in 1988 they introduced the giant 64-ounce Double Gulp. It's a lot of soda. Good thing taxpayers don't have to pay for your health care. From Brooklyn, New York, here are the LeBron brothers, Pablo, Jose, Angel, Frankie, and Carlos. Urban and funky with a little bit of R&B. Dance, dance, dance.
that you're nowhere. People will laugh and talk about you and say that you're square. But every day around the way, beautiful sight to see. People blowing up their minds and dancing in the streets. Dance, 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 dancing in the street. Dance, 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 and dancing in the street. Old boogaloo, but it's alright and out of sight. Any old dance to do. Hold on tight with all your might, 'cause I'm gonna sock to you. Dance, 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 dancing in the streets. Dance, 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 now dancing in the streets.
A little bit of Boogaloo Fury from the LeBron Brothers. Dance, dance, dance. Albert Einstein once said, dancers are the athletes of God. Who am I to argue with Albert Einstein? This is a Theme Time Radio dance program, and we have had a lot of requests to play a good Kazatska. For those of you who don't know, this Kazatska is a Slavic folk dance performed by a couple, and I think it's never been done as beautifully as it's done here by the Turbans. This record is one of the first doo-wop records to play a good Kazatska.
When you dance, be sure to hold her tight. When you dance, you'll squeeze her, yeah, with all your might. Such a thrill, oh, when she's close to you. Well, hold her tight.
When you dance.
When you dance, you'll feel the warmth of her embrace. Then you know this feeling, yeah, is no disgrace. Such a thrill, oh, when she's close to you. Well, hold her tight. Oh, you may do a rumbo or tango, mambo, calypso or strand. Lights are turned down low. You go hand in when you dance. Be sure to hold her tight. When you dance, you'll squeeze her, yeah, with all your might. Such a thrill.
When you dance.
Hold her tight. When you dance, you'll squeeze her, yeah, with all your
want a smart barber, I would play a Kazatska. There you go, Carl. The Turbans were from Philadelphia and recorded for the Herald record label, where they were backed up by Leroy Kirkland. And a lot of people ask if they actually wore turbans. You bet they did, and they weren't the only performers who wore turbans. Eddie Bow wore a turban. So did Chuck Willis, Dr. Lonnie Smith, Screamin' Jay Hawkins, and Professor Longhair, and perhaps most importantly, Domingo Zamudio, better known as Sam the Sham, who certainly was an L7. Delroy Wilson, he's in a dancing mood, recorded for the Studio One label. This record's from 1966 when he was 18 years old.
I'm in a dancing mood. I'm in a dancing mood. I'm in a dancing mood. When you feel the beat, you got to move your feet. You got to clap your hands. You got all the soul deep inside, 'cause you can't hide. I'm in a dancing mood. I'm in a dancing mood. I'm in a dancing mood.
Dancing mood. I'm in a dancing mood. 3 times he's in a dancing mood. And he feels the heat. And he has to move his feet and clap his hands. Delroy Wilson on Theme Time Radio Hour. He's from down in Kingston, Jamaica. Born there in 1948. Left the earth in 1995. Scientists have shown even hens are happier and produce more eggs when they play calming music. It must help their mood. Music affects our moods. Sometimes you don't even notice it's there. It can slow down and equalize your brain waves. Calming music is a good thing, unless you don't want to be calm.
You know now everybody talking, mama girl can't dance, she's mine, all mine. You know now everybody talking, mama girl can't dance, she's mine, all mine. Well, when she can't dance, she can sure roll man. But what you say about her, but it don't be a thing. Everybody talking, mama girl can't dance, she's mine, all mine. You know now everybody talking, mama girl can't twist, she's mine, all mine. You know now everybody talking, mama girl can't twist, she's mine, all mine. Well, when she can't twist, she got sugar on her lip.
You know what that sound means. It means it's email time again. Today's email is from Mary Quigley from Burbank, California. She writes us, Dear Theme Time, I find your show very entertaining. I only wish it could be more educational. Thank you, Mary, for your enthusiastic letter. Let me enlighten you about something. Alexander Pope, the English Pope, said that a little learning can be a dangerous thing. Drink deeper, taste not the Pierian Springs. The Pierian Springs, Mary, is on Mount Olympus, a sacred place to the Muses, the 9 sister goddesses who inspire song and poetry, all the arts and sciences, and dances too. A little dancing is also a dangerous thing. So let's embrace the danger here tonight on Theme Time Radio Hour. Here's a guy who sings as smoothly as he dances. Frederick Austerlitz, or as I call him, Fred Astaire, the smoothest dancer known to man.
I won't dance, don't ask me. I won't dance, don't ask me. I won't dance, madam, with you. My heart won't let my feet do things they should do. Say, you know what? You're lovely. You know what? You're lovely. But oh, what you do to me. I'm like an ocean wave that's bumped on the shore. I feel so absolutely stumped on the floor. When you dance, you're charming and you're gentle, especially when you do the continental. But this feeling isn't purely mental. For heaven rest us, I'm not asbestos, and that's why I won't dance. Why should I? I won't dance. How could I won't dance. Merci beaucoup. I know that music leads the way to romance. So if I hold you in my arms, I won't dance. Dance, you're charming and you're gentle, especially when you do that continental. But this feeling isn't purely mental. For heaven rest us, I'm not asbestos, and that's why I won't dance. Why should I? I won't dance. How could I won't dance. Merci beaucoup. I know that music leads the way to romance. So if I hold you in my arms, I won't dance.
That was Fred Astaire with I Won't Dance. No twist, no two-step. No rumba, no polka. No Charleston and no swing. He says he won't dance, so don't ask him. But you can see him dancing in the following movies. Flying Down to Rio, The Gay Divorcee, Top Hat, The Barclays of Broadway, Holiday Inn, Easter Parade, and Funny Face, where he dances with Audrey Hepburn and dresses up like a beatnik. Perhaps his most famous partner was Ginger Rogers, who someone said could do everything that Fred Astaire could do, but backwards and wearing high heels. Roy Newman's got ants in his pants, and he can't dance. Roy was a Western swing band leader. He was making records even before Bob Wills. He was about the least countrified of the Western swing band artists. He used a lot of clarinet, giving his band a Dixieland flavor. Ollie Horton played the clarinet, and Cecil Brower on the fiddle, Walter Kirks on the banjo, and of course, Ish Irwin on the bass.
Oh, I can't dance. Gotta answer my pants. I can't dance. Gotta answer my pants. Now there's a cat in the neighborhood. You better watch that cat. Oh, he ain't no good. What I do? 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 Oh, I don't dance. I can't dance. Answer my pants. I can't dance. Gotta answer my pants. I can't dance. You can't dance. Gotta answer my pants. Gotta answer your pants. I can't dance. You can't dance. Gotta answer my pants. Answer pants. There's a cat. Oh, there's a kitty in the neighborhood. In my neighborhood. Better watch that cat. Watch that kitty. Oh, he ain't no good. He ain't no good. What I do? What I do? What I do? I can't dance. Oh, you can't dance. Gotta answer your pants. I can't dance. You can't dance. Gotta answer my pants. I can't dance. I can't dance. Gotta answer my pants. I can't dance. Gotta answer my pants. Now there's a kitty in the neighborhood. You better watch that cat. Oh, he ain't no good. What I do? 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 Diddy beep beep diddy diddy diddy. Oh, I can't dance. I can't dance. Gotta answer my pants. I can't dance. Gotta answer my pants. What I do? What I do? What I do? I can't dance. Oh, you can't dance. Answer your pants. I can't dance. Yeah.
That was Roy Newman. I can't dance, I've got ants in my pants. Ants serve an important function in nature. They aerate the soil, break down organic matter, and control the population of other insects. So you shouldn't want to destroy them altogether. Just keep them out of your pants, and then you'll be able to dance. Coming up next is Chris Montez. His former name is Ezekiel Christopher Montanez. He's from Los Angeles, California, and recorded this song in 1962. This song went to number 4 on the Billboard charts, and even higher in England, where it reached number 2. Let's dance.
Hey baby, won't you take a chance? Say that you'll let me have this dance. Oh, listen. Oh, listen. Go to the twist and knock the mashed potato too. Any old dance that you wanna do, but listen. Oh, listen. Hey baby, yeah, you throw me slow. Hold me tight, don't you let me go.
That was Chris Montez. Let's dance. You might have heard him talking about the twist. That was a dance featuring many gyrations of the hips. He was also talking about the stomp. If you want to dance this dance, you just stand in one place, wiggle around just a little bit, and stamp your feet. This next song features the cowbell, an instrument you'll hear on many fine records, including Mountains, Mississippi Queen. As Christopher Walken knows, you can't have enough cowbell.
I'm telling you, fellas, you're gonna want that cowbell. I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Here's a song that's gonna drive Christopher Walken nuts. This is Dancing to the Rhythm of a Rock and Roll Band. Eddie Seacrest and the Rollin' Rockets.
Oodly ding, oodly dong, oodly ding, oodly dong, oodly dong, dong, dong. Dancing to the rhythm of the rock and roll band. I would love to hear it and I think it well. The rhythm really got me and I'm in a spell. Dancing to the rhythm of the rock and roll. Oodly ding, oodly dong, oodly ding, oodly dong, oodly dong, dong, dong. I took my group and dancing on the side of town. When they play the water, nobody made a sound. When they did the rock and how the cats began. Dancing to the rhythm of the rock and roll. Oodly ding, oodly dong, oodly ding, oodly dong, oodly dong, 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 dong. Oodly ding, oodly dong, oodly ding, oodly dong, oodly dong, dong, dong. Dancing to the rhythm of the rock and roll bell. I would love to hear it and I think it well. The rhythm really got me and I'm in a spell. Dancing to the rhythm of the rock and roll. Oodly ding, oodly dong, oodly ding, oodly dong, oodly dong, dong, dong. I took my group and dancing on the outside of town. When they play the walk, nobody made a sound. When they did the rock and how the cats escaped. Dancing to the rhythm of the rock and roll. Oodly ding, oodly dong, oodly ding, oodly dong, oodly dong, 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 dong. Oodly ding, oodly dong, oodly ding, oodly dong, oodly dong, dong, dong. Dancing to the rhythm of the rock and roll bell. I would love to hear it and I think it's well. The rhythm really got me and I'm in a spell. Dancing to the rhythm of the rock and roll. Oodly ding, oodly dong, oodly ding, oodly dong, oodly dong, dong, dong.
That was Eddie Seacrest and the Rollin' Rockets. He recorded a song called Shakin' with the Flavor for the KIC label. He was very popular in Charleston, West Virginia, and he was discovered by Lloyd Price of Lottie Miss Claudie fame, dancing to the rhythm of a rock and roll band on the Theme Time Radio Hour dance party. The name on the label was Bill Parsons, but it was really Bobby Bare. The record went all the way up to number 2. The record company didn't want to lose a good thing, so they released Bobby's next few singles, like this one, under the name Bill Parsons. In this song, Bobby's saying that he's shaking in his pants and he's looking at her and she says, "Huh, let's dance."
Now the chicken I love, oh man, she's cool. I'm a swinging cat, I ain't no fool, but a blind man can see that this chick's got the looks. When it comes to dancing, man, this chick's hip. Why, she knows all of those red hot steps. As a matter of fact, I think she wrote the book. Hey, dance, 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 that's all she knows. Hey, dancing, 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 everywhere we go. Well, I like to dance, and I ain't no square, but too much dancing nowhere. Dance, dance, dancing all the time. closely by my side, I'll swear she had me shaking in my pants. Well, I gave her a hug and a great big kiss, and I thought, now, Dad, you just can't miss. She looked at me and said, let's dance. They dance, dance, dancing all the time. I swear that chicken's got me dancing out of my mind. Well, I like to dance, and I ain't no square, but too much dancing is nowhere. Dance, dance, dancing all the time. To see this little chicken of mine, and man, I was really making time for some cat upstairs. He turned the radio on. Well, I was putting some real bad loving down, and a DJ putting out a swinging sound. She looked at me and said, Bill, playing our song. Hey, dance, 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 that's all she knows. I swear that chicken's got me checking out of my clothes. I love to dance, I ain't no square, but too much dancing is nowhere. Dance, dance, dancing all the time. Hey, dance, dance, dancing all the time.
That was Bobby Bare, recording under the name Bill Parsons. Dance, dance, dance. Bobby went into the Army, and when he came out, he started recording under his real name. He was roommates with Willie Nelson. There must have been quite an apartment.
The thing is, the high get of 2001 is just dancing. It's not being a best or nothing like that. You see, dancing, it can't last forever. It's a short-lived kind of thing.
We've only got time for a couple more songs on Theme Time Radio Hour, and we're going to have to stop. But Archie Bell and the Dwells, they can't stop dancing. This is a song written by Gamble and Huff, and a lot of people remember Archie's big hit, Tighten Up. But I've always enjoyed this one. It's always had a strange effect on me, don't matter where I be. Whenever I hear a drummer play that funky beat, I drop everything and get out of my seat. Can't stop dancing.
Oh no, I just can't stop dancing. I just can't stop dancing. I just can't stop dancing. Jukebox starts to play. I can't even eat my lunch in peace. Music makes me get out my seat. I just can't stop dancing. I just can't stop dancing. Music has a strange effect on me. It doesn't matter whatever I may be. Whenever I hear a drummer play that funky beat, I try. Put this hamburger down. I don't want no mouth. I want to dance. Oh yeah. Sure enough grooving now, y'all. Look at me. Oh yeah.
That was Can't Stop Dancing by Archie Bell and the Drills, a great example of that Philly soul sound. If you can't stop dancing, you might as well start thinking about entering a dance marathon. They were very popular during the Depression, and the general rule was you could not fall asleep while dancing, and you were given a 2-minute break every hour. There are some great movies about dance marathons, perhaps most famously, They Shoot Horses, Don't They?, which won 6 Academy Awards. Both Red Skelton and Lord Buckley were MCs for dance marathons. The Blue Laws eventually shut them down because they were unhealthy. Some contestants even died during dancing.
Yowza, 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 as the clock of fate ticks away, the dance of destiny continues. The marathon goes on and on and on. How long can they last? Let's hear it. Come on, let's hear it.
We got time for one more, and this is Buck Owens doing the Doc Palmer's Mort Schumann song, made famous by the Drifters, but Buck sure makes it his own here. Save the Last Dance for Me. Buck Owens and the Buckaroos.
You can dance, ever dance with the guy, gives you the eye, let him hold you tight. You can smile, ever smile for the guy, holds your hand neath the pale moonlight. But don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. Oh, darling, save the last dance for me. Yes, I know that the music's fine, like sparkling wine. Go and have your fun, dance and sing. But while we're apart, don't give your heart to anyone. And don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. Oh, darling, save the last dance for me. You can dance, go and carry on till the night is gone and it's time to go. If he asks if you're all alone, can he take you home? You must tell him no. And don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. Oh, darling, save the last dance for me. You can dance, ever dance with the guy, gives you the eye, let him hold it tight. You can smile, ever smile for the guy, hold your hand neath the pale moonlight. But don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. Oh, darling, save the last dance for me.
Buck Owens and the Buckaroos. Save the Last Dance for Me. Well, it's the end of another hour, and you know what that means. We gotta go for another week. Thanks for joining us here on Theme Time Radio Hour. We sure had fun dancing up a storm with you. Now, if you excuse me, I got to go soak my feet. See you next week.
You've been listening to Theme Time Radio Hour with your host, Bob Dylan. Produced by Eddie Gorodetsky. Associate producer, Sonny Webster. Continuity by Eats Martin. Edited by Damian Rodriguez. Supervising editor, Rob McCumber. The Theme Time research team, Diane Lapson and Bernie Bernstein. With additional research by Lynn Sheridan, Kimberly Williams, and Robert Bauer. Production assistance by Jim McBeam. Special thanks to Randy Azrati, Debbie Sweeney, Coco Shumia, and Samson Steiner. For XM Radio, Lee Abrams. Recorded in Studio B, the Abernathy Building. Studio engineer, Tex Carbone. This has been a Greywater Park production in association with Big Red Tree. This is your announcer, Pierre Mancini, speaking. Join us again next week for Theme Time Radio Hour when the subject is sleep.
I'd be a great dancer except for two things. My feet.